Okay, so after learning how to do long division, now I'm going to teach you how to do a similar thing called synthetic division. The advantage of synthetic division is it's going to make it easier for us to test for roots of a polynomial. And it'll also allow us to not have to worry so much about the algebra, and it looks even more like division than I think the long division process does. So here we're taking a quadratic polynomial, and what I want to do is find the roots of that polynomial. So maybe I think, and obviously we could factor it, but maybe I think that x minus 4 is a factor of this polynomial. Well, another way of saying that is that 4 is a root of the polynomial. So what I do is I take the coefficients of the polynomial, 1, negative 6, and negative 16. And I'm going to put those, just bring them right on down. And I'm going to test, right? I want to check to see if 4 is a root of the polynomial. In other words, x minus 4 is a factor. Now, it turns out it's not, but we'll see how that looks in just a second. So I'm going to bring down the 1. 4 times 1 is 4, so that gets written here. If I take a negative 6 and add it to 4, I get a negative 2. Okay? So now what I end up doing is I do 4 times negative 2 and bring it to here. That leaves me with negative 8. And then I am going to subtract, right? So negative 16 minus 8, that's negative 24. So this is the remainder. So when I divided, I got x minus 2, remainder 24. Okay, and because there was a remainder, that means that 4 is not a root of the polynomial. Okay, so let's try another example, and we'll see what happens when I do actually choose a correct root. So I know that x equals negative 2 is actually a root here. And I'm just going to show you what that looks like when I divide using synthetic division. So it's the same process. I'm going to put a negative 2 out here. Okay. Then I have a 1, a negative 6, and a negative 16 again. Okay. So at this point, what I want to do is I am going to see what happens. So I bring down the 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8. Okay? So then look what happens when I multiply. I do negative 2 times negative 8, which is positive 16. When I add these, I get a remainder of nothing. So the other factor here, right? I was testing to see if x plus 2 was a factor. From here, I have x take away 8 as the other factor. Okay, so here I know that these are the factors of my polynomial, and I know that negative 2 is a root. So that's it. Thanks for watching.